For the last few years, there's not been many choices when it comes to 6K 32-inch monitors. There's really only one option, the Apple Pro Display XDR, which started at $5,000 and it didn't even include a stand. But ASUS has launched the ProArt PA32QCV, and this is a 32-inch 6K panel, the same size and resolution as the Apple Pro Display XDR. Unfortunately, the ProArt does top out at a 60Hz refresh rate, which some people aren't going to like, but for productivity work, and at 6K resolution, this is just fine. This one only costs $1,300, which is also $200 less than the 27-inch Apple Studio display, and it's a fraction of the cost of the new LG Ultrafine 6K display that also just hit the market at $2,000. So in this video, we're going to talk my experience using the ProArt display, everything I like about it, a couple things I didn't like about it as well, if I think this is for you, or if maybe you should look for a different option instead. Before we get started, I do want to say thank you to B&H for loaning me this display so I could check it out, test it for a while, and put my thoughts together on it. If you're interested in buying any of the products we talk about in this video, be sure to check links in the description below where you can check out everything at B&H. Let's get started with the specs. This is a 6K display running at 6016 by 3384 resolution, and that's the killer feature of it because it's so pixel dense. It's got a density of 218 ppi, which is a great number for Mac users because you get true Retina quality sharpness on a huge 32-inch canvas, which is more than the 27-inch Studio display. And typically, if I'm using the 27-inch Studio display, I find that I need to use a secondary monitor with it if I want to be really productive doing video editing or research projects. But with the 32-inch display, there's so much space for video editing, so you have more room for your timeline, your effects, your media browser, and for doing productivity tasks. I love being able to have multiple windows up at the same time and feeling like there's still plenty of space on this. For my testing, I thought the colors on this looked pretty accurate, and it felt very consistent with what I expected to get out of my Studio display or also with any of the built-in Mac displays. I tested a bunch of the different color profiles on this, and I found the user profile was the one that I was the most happy with, and I did shut energy savings off on this to ensure I could get top brightness. For serious photo and video work, this monitor is professionally accurate, and you can also always calibrate it yourself as well. For color coverage, we're looking at 98% DCI-P3 and 100% sRGB. But while we're talking about the display quality, this is a matte finish, which some people like and some people don't. The benefit of the matte finish on the display is that it rejects glare very well, and I found even with all my bright studio lights, I rarely notice any of those reflecting in this. The minor drawback to it is it might feel like it's lacking in contrast a little bit. For me, in the tests I didn't ever personally feel like there wasn't enough contrast on this, but some people have complained about that. Also, I'm sure to save money, this whole outside is made of plastic, and it's got that fake brushed appearance on it, which to me doesn't look very good. And I also don't like the chin that you get on the bottom of this because you have this full swivel stand, which is really nice if you want to go into vertical orientation. You always can do that, and you can also very easily adjust the height of the stand, but the chin on this is definitely going to be an eyesore if you turn it on its side. Also, you get access to all the buttons on the front of it, so you can access the OSD in the menu, which is kind of a blessing and a curse. It's really nice because it's easy to tell what the buttons do, and I really like the joystick on it, but the drawback to it is you're always staring at those buttons on the front of the screen. So this definitely doesn't look as sleek and minimal as the Apple displays. But unlike the Studio display, the stand gives you full height adjustment, tilt, swivel, and also the 90-degree pivot. And if you don't like the stand, or if you've already got a standing desk or a monitor arm, you can always use a VESA mount on it with a standard 100mm by 100mm VESA spacing. So you don't have to pay extra for a mount kit or for a stand for this. Also, another feature I don't really think they intended, but even after you put the stand together, you can still kind of rotate it around, which is kind of nice to be able to swivel it, but I'm not sure if that's what they were going for. I do wish the stand had a little bit better cable management though, as there's just this one slot in the bottom of it to route the cables around, and I think the slot should have been higher so you could hide cables on the back of the stand. Let's talk connectivity. On most of the Apple displays, you only get a Thunderbolt port and a couple downstream USB ports, but with this one, there's dual Thunderbolt 4 ports, one of which gives you 96 watts of power going to your computer, which is plenty for keeping a 14-inch or even a 16-inch MacBook Pro powered. And also, this allows you to daisy chain a second monitor, where you can also always throw an SSD on that second port as well. The second Thunderbolt port provides a whole 15 watts of power, which is going to be more than enough for even the fastest of SSDs. And it's really cool that they give you that daisy chain power built straight into the ProArt. So with just one cable, you can power your computer as well as give all the 6K data rate. Also on the back of it, there's an HDMI port, a display port, 2 of those Thunderbolt ports, a USB port, as well as a headphone jack. There's also a USB-A port and an off-on switch for the power. Under the left side of the monitor is an additional USB-A and USB-C port. Another great feature The power supply is built straight into the monitor, unlike the LG one where it has this giant power brick. So we talked about the aesthetic a little bit already. Another thing I don't like about this is the stand actually says ProArt and has all the pixel density and other specs written on the front of it, and I find that to be a little bit clunky looking. And I also felt like the monitor just feels really cheap with the full plastic backing on it, as well as the brushed metal look on it. It just doesn't look great to me. The Apple Studio display is just all glass and aluminum. Looks really nice. And to me, just how nice the Studio display looks is definitely a reason to get it. A couple other issues with this, even though ASUS is pushing this as a display to go with Macs, there's no built-in webcam, and it also has built-in speakers, but you can't actually control the volume or the brightness of this display using the buttons on your Mac. And ASUS has this DisplayWidget Center software that's supposed to make brightness be enabled on it. It's supposed to work with the MacBook Pro. I couldn't get that to work with my Mac Studio, and I also wasn't able to get it to work with my MacBook Air. So you have to use the physical buttons on the front of the display, which breaks the seamless desktop experience that you typically get with Apple products. So the ASUS ProArt PA32QCV is not perfect, but right now it's the undisputed value champion of the high resolution monitor space. To me, it's incredible that you can finally get a 6K display that gives you amazing color accuracy, amazing pixel density, all for just $1,300. You get the same exact resolution as the $5,000 Apple XDR display, and this gives you a bigger display than the Studio display, as well as the full range ergonomic stand, VESA mounting flexibility, and professional color accuracy. So to me, this is a huge win on functionality and price. Really, the main trade-offs with this are you're sacrificing the sleek Apple design, the integrated webcam, and the seamless macOS control that we've come to love with other Apple first-party displays. Also, you may or may not like the matte display. It's not going to be as nice as getting the nano texture on one of Apple's displays, but to me, it did do a really good job at cutting down on glare, and I found that the more and more I use this display, the less I even noticed the fact that it was matte. At first, I was definitely a little bit turned off to it because I'm used to the glossy displays, but even after editing a bunch of videos on it, it was totally fine. I also chose to use this monitor by itself and not to use a secondary monitor with it for the last few weeks that I've been testing it, and I found I was able to get everything done even without having my secondary display that I've grown so used to using. I was able to set up a couple of different custom layouts in Final Cut Pro where I could have my multicam in the middle and then make my main viewer smaller, and also having the browser larger on the side worked really well for me as well. Typically, I like to have the browser in a completely separate window on the computer, and typically I also will have a video script on one side while I'm editing, and I did miss that a little bit, but I found I was able to use my iPad as a way to type notes and keep other things that I needed to be running off on the side. And the 32-inch display was plenty for doing things like Photoshop and also for video editing. But if you wanted, you could always get two of these ProArt displays, run them side by side, and I think that would be an amazing productivity workspace. On the topic of speakers, the built-in speakers on this do not sound good, and you have no volume control of them without using the OSD, which is incredibly clunky. My personal preference for speakers I would run with this would be the Atom Audio D3Vs. These are really compact USB speakers that you could easily plug into one of the extra ports on the back of this, and those sound incredible for being so small. So I would really recommend picking up the Atom Audio speakers. I'll have links for those in the description below as well, in case you're interested in checking those out. So to tie it all together, the ASUS ProArt is an amazing value with excellent resolution, great color accuracy, and most of the features that you need in a display. It's definitely lacking in the speaker department, the fact that you can't control the brightness from your Mac keyboard, and a few other things with the design and the materials on it. It could definitely be a little bit nicer, but it's really hard to argue with the quality and the value that you get with the ProArt 32-inch display. If you're interested in buying the ProArt 6K, I'll have links to buy it in the description below. If you got any other questions about this, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think. Like this video, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any upcoming content.